the news of the week with your anchorman, Dennis Miller.
Good evening, and what can I tell you? Jerry Brown and Bill Clinton waited patiently this week for Ted Koppel to ingest enough stimulants to feign interest in their campaign rhetoric. Brown won in Connecticut with common sense responses to difficult problems. Asked by workers how we would improve health care, Jerry said that while a national health care system was a must, prevention was worth a pound of cure, so zip up that fly, Scragglepuss. Brown's 13% flat tax plan has gotten fierce criticism, however. How dare he treat all Americans as equals? What the hell kind of country does he think this is, anyway? Yesterday in Philadelphia, Brown called Bill Clinton a right-to-work, union-busting, scab-inviting, wage-depressing, environmental disaster governor. When I think somebody slipped some steroids into Jerry's trail mix, huh? Primaries aren't the only thing that Bill Clinton is a bad loser at. Here we see the Arkansas governor seconds before he punched out a guy who beat him at Crazy Eights. In a recent march with Jesse Jackson in the poorest section of Connecticut, Clinton and Jerry Brown held him close and said, "He's mine. No, he's mine. He's mine." Here we, Here we see Bill Clinton holding up a newspaper as he waits for his erection to subside. And here Bill Clinton cuts a pizza and waits for his erection to subside. See, look, my erection subsided. No, really. It's completely subsided. Here is newly engaged Ted Kennedy with the most naive and gullible woman in the entire world. Senator Lloyd Bentsen scared all those on Capitol Hill this week when he went berserk and chastised those in attendance by screaming out, "You're no Jack Kennedy. Neither are you. Hey, over there, you're no Jack Kennedy. None of you are Jack Kennedy." Pat Buchanan sought advice from ex-President Nixon last week, and apparently that advice was keep smiling like the cretinous goon that you are. Nixon's starting to look like Chairman Mao. Later, Buchanan took time out of his busy and hopeless bid for the presidency to show a young girl how to draw the difficult interlocking legs of a swastika. All right, the Buchanan people, yeah. Jump on it. I care. I really care. I just don't say that I care. I really care. What do I have to do? Do I have to do something? Can't I just say I care anymore? Hey, I'm the prez. Don't you believe me? I care. Thank you. That was my reading that I did to get into the Lee Strasberg Institute. Nancy Reagan smiled broadly and clapped as she felt this was the best way to avoid having the crap beat out of her. Japanese superstar Godzilla had to be restrained at a press conference this week when reporters remarked that the veteran of over 35 films looks a lot smaller in person. Bingo! An Abkhazian soldier stands guard in Georgia right after somebody stole most of the vowels from this sign. Yahtzee! Little theme joke there. Ukrainian President Leonid Kravchuk greets his imaginary friend Libby at the CIS summit in Kiev on Friday. When asked by reporters what he and Libby were talking about, Kravchuk replied, "None of your beeswax. If we wanted you to know, we wouldn't be speaking an ubby-dubby language now, would we?" British Prime Minister John Major broke one of the cardinal rules of air travel last week when at 30,000 feet he rolled down his window and waved at a passing plane. The Duchess of York, Sarah Ferguson, can't hide her feelings in the wake of the recent announcement that she and Prince Andrew will separate. Neither can her mother-in-law. Fergie will now be moving back in with her mother, Alice, from the Brady Bunch. Arantxa Sanchez Vicario beat Gabriela Sabatini at the International Players Championship last week and was immediately asked to do a super glue commercial. In protest to the new film White Men Can't Jump, a forward on the University of Kentucky basketball team uses all his might to touch the bottom of the glass before yelling out the ending of the movie to everyone present. Come on, boys, let's not fight now. There are enough bowls of glutinous lard for everyone. You know, they say imitation is the sincerest form of flattery unless you are the Elaine Boozler female impersonator. Didn't write it, Elaine. Not me. I'm just a hapless puppet of the regime. Year after year, nothing beats the down-home goodness of paella. Unless you're talking the wholesome gestalt of apple flapjacks. Or the Asian mystery of our old friend, soba. After years of bad food, airlines are now placing orders at drive-through windows. And next picture, tired old-fashioned whore, Mr. Blackwell, has sued Johnny Carson in a futile attempt to put some publicity into his hacky one-joke-a-year act. Good luck, Blackie. These are some protesters outside a theater showing basic instinct. Nothing like clown makeup and a leopard skin top to show how serious your cause is, huh? And finally, 2 black men who were framed for murdering a cop 17 years ago in Los Angeles were acquitted yesterday. They said their first act as free men would be to drive home very slowly. Guess what, folks? That's the news, and I am out of here.
From Los Angeles, live on tape, it's the Dennis Miller Show. Tonight's star of Basic Instinct, Sharon Stone. Rappers A Tribe Called Quest. And comedian Rick Overton. This portion of the Dennis Miller Show is brought to you by Budweiser. Nothing beats a Bud.
Welcome back, folks. You know, Monday night will bring us the Academy Awards. Nick, are you going? Where are you going to be for that?
I'm going to be covering the awards for the show.
Out at the awards?
Yes,
actually?
I'll be all over town, and I will be at the Dorothy Chandler Pavilion, bringing you all the highlights.
In a beautiful Oscar de la Renta gown.
With hopefully, I have to let out the bustier.
Oh, stop it! You're titillating me. Although it's a big night in Los Angeles, I really haven't decided whether or not I'm going to tune in this year. So that means tonight we're going to do our for and against the Oscars. The case for the Oscars. Thank you. Thank you. There's a Scirocco sweeping this country, and it resonates. For and against. For and against. All right, maybe not. The case for the Oscars. It's the night Hollywood pats itself on the back. Against, it swiftly degenerates into ass-kissing. Case for the sight of the stars as they clutch their Oscars and receive the cheers of the crowd. Against? The last time you clutched an Oscar in public, all you received was a summons to appear. Has anybody ever done a worse job on the word received than I just did? What did I say there? The case for, Julia Roberts looks beautiful in her designer gown. Case against, she rips it on Cher's chain link hat. Now Cher can call me an ass if she comes on the show. All right, we're going for the record of saying ass in the shortest time on TV. I'm up to 3. Call the Guinness people. Occasionally, someone uses the forum to voice important political views. The case against, yeah, right after the Lifetime Achievement Award is given to Chuck Norris. Case for, designer dresses. Case against, 60-year-old cleavage. And finally, the case for the Oscars. Hooray for Hollywood. Case against, clearly you haven't walked the urine-drenched streets of this hollowed-out dream lately. Yeah. All right. My first guest delivers a steamy, but more than that, I thought an incredible performance in her controversial new movie. Please welcome the star of Basic Instinct, Sharon Stone, folks. Hey, how you doing?
Great.
Boy, just a killer film. You were great in that movie.
Thanks.
I can't understand why. I guess Douglas is just such a huge star that he gets all his names on the billboard and all that. I thought you were like the focal point of the film.
Well,
you feel short-shrifted there, or is your time to come?
Well, I was pretty thrilled to get the part.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, when you get a big star like Michael, they try to get another big star to be the other person.
Right.
So they got me.
Yeah, well, you are a big star now. It must have changed your life. What's the last week been like?
It's real different. I mean, people that I used to talk to would come and go, "Hey, how you doing?" Go like this. Hi.
Are they scared of you or awed of you now, do you think? Which one
scared.
it is? Yeah?
I think
they
they're
might
scared.
just be awed because they know you're bigger now.
I feel big.
Yeah. You know what the most depraved scene for me is when he goes to that discotheque and you're in the bathroom and you kick that door shut, the look in your eyes, God, it was Dante-esque. I thought, like, this woman has descended into the deepest pit of hell at this point. It was a killer look, right?
It was pretty fun.
Yeah.
It was pretty fun, yeah.
It must have been great to kick out all your, must have been cathartic to somewhat to kick out all your depraved jams like that, get paid for it, huh?
Yeah, it is, because there's so many rules in life, and then when you're a girl, there are like more rules, and then when you're a girl in movies, there are more rules, because you don't really play real women very much. You play some guy writer's idea about how the woman makes him feel.
Right.
So you're not really playing real people, so suddenly you're playing this person that's very out there, not like any typical woman you've ever seen, and then she does all these things that are acceptable guy behavior. But then when she does them, everybody shatters.
Right. Well, that's, the Thelma and Louise thing. When that came out, all the men we all felt near castrated or something, and everybody was scared, but that goes on so often. And I've seen some of your films in the past, and it seemed to me like I'd seen you in Total Recall, and before that it was just you in the Amazonian jungle screaming Quartermain after Richard Chamberlain for 2 hours. So
I should have been going like, I'm a bimbo, I'm a bimbo.
Well, you got to get started.
Saved a lot of time.
You actually started in a Woody film, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was so great. I'd been living in Europe. I was living in Paris modeling, and I suddenly woke up one day and went, this is a stupid job, and why am I here? And I got on a plane and went home, and I stood in line to be an extra in a Woody movie. And I got up to the front of the line after waiting like 2-3 hours, and he was sitting there actually picking the extras himself. And so he kind of like leaned forward to the lady, and I'm like, okay. And she says to me, Woody would like you to sit down here for a while. So, okay, so I sit down. And for half an hour, he didn't look at me, he didn't talk to me. So
He just looked at you?
okay, fine. Didn't look at me.
Oh.
He just like ignored me. So I'm going, well, okay, now.
Of course,
why
we're
am I
talking
here?
about Woody Woodpecker, the enigmatic.
So I left, and I thought, well, that's it. This is pretty weird. And the next day I got this call. You're in the movie. Come down. We want you to be an extra. I came down. I'm sitting there around with like 200 other extras, and he came over and sat down and started talking to me. And then he leaves, and I go, okay, more weirdness. And then somebody comes over and goes, Woody would like you to be in the movie. What do you think?
Wow.
Yeah, it was great.
And it was Stardust Memories, right?
Yeah.
Well, I want to talk to you about this controversy now, because I can't tell what the hell the whole thing's about with the gay community, because it seems so. Well, we'll talk about it after the break. I don't know what's going on there. It didn't seem like much ado about nothing. We'll be right back with Sharon Stone after this, folks. All right, now, welcome back, Sharon Stone. Only a couple days away from Leon Yellowtail. He's really going to be here. Now, there's this huge controversy in the gay community about this film because your character is a bisexual, right?
Kind of.
Isn't she? Or she's just a a hedonist, I guess.
I think much more than she has any kind of healthy sexuality with any kind of choice. It's sort of something she does to get what she wants, and the people are secondary. The people are irrelevant. Their gender is really unimportant to her. She's kind of on a mission. Mm-hmm. And if those people are there, that's great. If that works, that's great.
And the gay community, though, up in arms. How have they gotten in your face a lot, or? Well,
no, and I think that they haven't, because I do understand, and I'm empathetic about the use of a big platform like a movie like this that's already getting a lot of press and already getting a lot of attention. It's a great way to get your cause heard. And I think that's okay. But I just think we didn't have film to see. Right. So, I mean, maybe they read a script, that wasn't truly the shooting script. Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't know where the impression began that it was going to malign gays or the homosexual community, because when I read the script, I mean, I certainly never got that from it.
Well, if we stop treating, if you can't make a gay person or a bisexual person I'm saying if there was this long string of films and it was all about their sexuality, that was the reason they killed. Right. But if you can't go near that, then you're treating them differently just because of their sex. I've said this before, I don't want to get on the soapbox, but it seems to me that's the very definition of the problem, that you treat...
I agree with you, but I also agree that if you do look at the scope of films that are made, there pretty much are minority groups are always the bad guy. For a while, the Germans were the bad guy, then it was the black gangster was the bad guy. It was like the bad Puerto Rican guy in the Shaft movies, Yeah. I mean, it's always some kind of thing.
But if I'm to read billboards this week, I can't jump. And, I don't take that seriously, so,
Solidarity, man.
Hey, Link S. All right, we got a clip from this film now. It's the interrogation scene, right? Yeah. You want to talk about, set it up, or what's the deal?
In the movie, I play a murder suspect. Michael Douglas plays the detective who's to head the case and find out who did this bad deed, and I've been brought down to the station to be worked over by the guys.
And in turn, you work them over. This is from Basic Instinct.
I had sex with him for about 1.5 years. I liked having sex with him. He wasn't afraid of experimenting. I like men like that. Men who give me pleasure. He gave me a lot of pleasure.
You ever engage in any sadomasochistic activity?
Exactly what did you have in mind, Mr. Corelli?
The men all look like wild boars that have been stunned with an electric prod or something. Now, what are your... the film is... and when you go, you should go see this film because you know, the sex is kind of, what was that? Well, I thought the film was a great thriller. I mean, obviously it's a bit steamy, but beyond that, you know, really a great thriller. But what are your, like, I feel like the squarest guy in the world here. Did your parents go see it, though? Because it's so racy. And I presume that's your bod that we see on there, right?
Yeah.
We haven't brought the Julia Roberts stunt bod in or anything.
No, I didn't have a decent meal for about a year.
Yeah, stayed lean. Well, you look cutting it. What'd your daddy think?
He was really happy about it. Yeah. I mean, he's very, very supportive of me as an actor. And I talked to him about doing nudity in movies once before because I didn't want them to be uncomfortable, and I wanted to know what they thought. And he sat down with me and he said, you know, you're an actress and you're a good actress. And you play people in life. Mm-hmm. And people take their clothes off in life, so big deal. Do a good acting job, then it doesn't matter what you do.
Right. We got to get past this nude thing in this country. I mean, there are people getting hacked up all the time, and, you know, you always can tell you go to a nude beach in Europe, man, you always see the American guys ripping their head off or look at her eye. Yeah. It's just boobs, folks. Let it go. Well, I thought the film was great. I thought you were delighting it, and I know that this Oscar's happening this year. I hope next year I see you up there, because I thought you were brilliant in it. Sharon Stone, folks. We'll be right back after this with A Tribe Called Quest.
This portion of the Dennis Miller Show is brought to you by Jif. Choosy moms, choose Jif.
All right, now this next group grew up in Queens, New York. They're comprised of 3 young rappers. However, unfortunately, Fife, one of the members of this group, took ill right before the show, and he had to be taken to the hospital. But Q-Tip and Ali, his 2 remaining members, have been nice enough to give us the rap. Anyway, it's called Check the Rhyme. Here's A Tribe Called Quest. Folks, yeah. Check the rhyme.
We used to kick routines and the presence was fitting. It was I, the abstract, and him the mob footer. He kicked the mask out, so get off the box. Yo, Fight, you remember that routine that we used to make Skippy like Mr. Clean? A tidbit, a smidgen. I don't get the message, so you got to run the pigeon. Your point I, all the time, Tim. Your point I, all the time, Tim. Your point I, all the time. And so let me get my mic and let me get my record. Now here's the funky introduction of how nice I am. Tell your mother, tell your father, send a telegram. I like an energizer cause you see I last long. Our crew is never ever whack because we stand strong. Now if you say my style is whack, that's where you're dead wrong. I slay that body in a segundo, then push it along. You'll be a fool to refine a hunter's out the man. Cause you know, and I know that you know who I am. Special shout out, peace goes out to all my guys you see. And a middle finger goes for all your punk MCs. Cause I love it when your whack MCs despise me. They get vexed up on that cause they can test me. I'm just a fly MC who's 5 for 3 and very brave. I stop remaining, no home training cause I misbehave. I come correct the full effect of all my holes in check. And before I get the butt, the gym must be always positive, I don't promote no junk. See, I'm far from a bully, I ain't a punk. Extremity and riddles, and that's what you heard. So just clean out the ears, check the words, come on, check the rhyme, y'all. Check the rhyme, y'all. Check the rhyme, y'all. Clap your hands. Everybody, 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 clap your hands. Back in the days on the boulevard of Linden, we used to kick routines and the presence was fitting. It was I, the rifle, and me, the abstract. My rhymes are so bumpin' that the bumpers go by that. Yo, chick, you recall when we used to rock? Back in for the book on your cousin's block. Let me see. Damn, I can't remember. I received a message, everybody played a singer. All point I, all the time. You're all point I, all the time. You're all point I. Let me get my mic, and let me drop my rock. Okay, and knowledge is the key to just show me the lock. Got the stony legs, but I move just like glue. With speed, I'm agile, plus I work the wow. 100% intelligent, black child. My optic presentation sizzles up the retina. I'm far much to go to gain respect. Well, it's kinda simple, just remain your own, or you'll be crazy, sad and alone. Check it, industry rule number 4080. Record company people are shady. So kids, watch your back. I think they smoke crack, I don't doubt it. Look at how they act. Yo, we're on the better things like the hip-hop forum. Pass me the mic, I score 'em with the chrome and proper. What to say, hammer, proper. Rap is not pop if they call it that to stop. Rhyme, y'all, check the rhyme, y'all, check the rhyme, y'all, check the rhyme, y'all, check the rhyme, y'all. Clap your hands, y'all, clap your hands, y'all, clap your hands, y'all, check the rhyme, y'all, clap your hands, y'all, clap your hands, y'all. Come on.
How you doing, man? I'm Dennis. I apologize for that cat, man. Hey, you don't have to dig it, man. Not everybody likes it, but that's rude. It wasn't loud. You didn't have to put your hand in yours. You know, they're going to do another one. If you hate it that much, maybe you can split. All right. Now, Q-Tip. And there's Ali. How you doing? All right. What happened to Fife, man? What happened here?
He's a diabetic, and we've been touring with, like, Public Enemy and stuff like that, and we've been on the road, so they, like, beat him down, so we had to rush him to the hospital. But this is for him, you know what I'm saying?
All right. How's he feeling? Is he going to be okay?
Yeah, he thank God, you know, he got to the hospital, but he's going to be all right.
All right, man. Now, they're going to come back. These guys are busting their ass. One of their men got sick, so they're going to come back a little later. The album's called The Low End Theory. The band is A Tribe Called Quest. We'll be right back with comedian Rick Overton right after this. Thank you, man. All right, we're back. Didn't mean to chide you, sir, but it's tough for an entertainer to look out in an audience and see that. It wasn't that loud, was it? Oh, okay. Oh, he does have tinnitus? Wow. Evidently, we've alienated a cow in the audience also. All right. My next guest has been doing stand-up comedy for 2 decades. Oh, God, is he loud. No, if you do have tinnitus, Townsend, I'm sorry. I won't get fooled again. Please welcome a very funny guy, Rick Overton. Rick.
Oh, thank you very much. Well, yeah, I sent Jerry Brown $100 and he mailed me this shirt. That's not going to come back to haunt him, is it? I hope not. Read my lips. Read these lips. No new taxes. Read them again. No new taxes. Okay, now, read my hips. Screw you, new taxes, here they come. Ow, 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 ow. Then he goes to Japan, he goes, read my lips. And the entire world put down their cokes, joined hands, and went, don't die! Please, don't die. Yeah, right. I wanted him to pop right back up and go, I'm just messing with you. Rubber vomit, it's the oldest gag in the book. You're just freaking out because if I die, it'll just automatically become president? Did you feel your sphincter just go, huh? Yeah, if he becomes president, you're going to find my ass out in the middle of the Mojave Desert with a Pan Am flight bag and a mirror trying to get the mothership to land. Get me out of here, baby. Yeah, I want to be in orbit when Quail goes into the war room and accidentally sets off the nuclear arsenal because he thought it was a Nintendo game.
Oh, look at the big map. Boom, 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 boom. That must be the 1,000 points of light George was talking about.
Oh, man, everybody knows he's a pinhead, you know. The Republicans know it. The Democrats know it. Dolphins know it, okay? I mean, you can slow their chatter down in a laboratory and listen to it. It's like, quail is a pinhead. All of them are in on the gag now. I don't know who can be president now. I mean, it would be nice if it's an alternate universe, Jerry would be elected, and we could start straightening things out. But I have the feeling that by the time you become president here, you're an evil, ass-kissing anchorman, you know? That's the way the system really works. And, of course, I say that about the government. I tease them, but I don't think I'm any threat to them. Comedian killed by loner. Oh, one guy. Yeah, quite sure. I'm riding up that escalator to heaven with all the other guys who talk too much, going through the clouds. The guy ahead of me is like, what are you in here for? Political humor? How about you? Oh, I invented a car that runs on water. Oh, yeah, bang, get this guy off the map, right? How about you down there? Tesla technology, free cancer cure. I was going to give it away. Air bubble, tragic accident. How could it possibly have happened? Yeah, because it's about the environment. In 10 years, it's not going to be Republican, Democrat, liberal, conservative. The only people left on Earth are going to be people inside the dome who can breathe, and people outside the dome pounding on the dome trying to get in. And then all that 1980s yuppie, love you babe, call me on my car phone stuff isn't going to matter very much when you're on all fours trying to wrestle a Mars bar out of a rat's mouth in an alley somewhere. See? There's an ozone hole that gets every one of us here at once. And that's the right and the left wing have to get together or America's never going to fly. See, there's a bald spot on the Earth. Like, okay, here's the Earth. That's the Arctic region. All the air is going through the hole. We're being stupid like, it's a bald spot. I'll just comb it over from Canada, part it low, and comb it over. It's not going to work. Irradiation comes in. The beach is no fun in your 200-pound lead moo-moo. No, you go on ahead. You can't go in the ocean as it is without coming out with a big mallard duck ring of oil around your neck and a syringe sticking out of your ass. Oh. I've got an idea. You want to stop the leaks? Here's what you do. Take your oil companies, merge them with your condom companies, and you design a huge tanker condom. Pull it over the ship. The captain's complaining. I don't like it, mateys. I can't feel the ocean. I'll only bring it halfway into your harbor. Promise me. I won't spill in your bay. Promise me. Checks in the mail. Okay, you want to stop the nuclear problem? Here's what you do. Don't make a hydrogen bomb. Make a helium bomb. Switch one atom. Nerf weaponry. You could use it whenever you want. Actually get your tax dollar out of it. Cap off a 4th of July show with one.
What was that? I don't know, Mr. DMS. It's in the way, Mr. DMS.
Moscow! Thank you.
My dear old friend Ricardo, how you doing?
Denicio.
Who's this, baby?
Well, I'm going bald and...
That compensatory gesture.
Oh, yeah, early mid, it's much cheaper than a sports car and a 20-year-old, but... So the balder I get, the longer the beard will be, till I'm just a big old shiny ZZ Top looking thing down here. I need to go buy a hat, you know.
but...
I gotta get a little James Bond. I don't see often enough. Give me some Sean Connery.
Yes, of course. I'm the commander of a Russian submarine. As you can tell from my accent.
Yeah.
I got an obscure one for you.
Tell me one.
Alan Rickman.
Oh, great.
Played Hans, the main terrorist in Die Hard.
And
he was
Truly, Madly, Deeply.
Truly, Madly, Deeply. Quigley Down Under, Sheriff of Nottingham, Robin Hood. Here is some Die Hard. Mr. McLean, you are becoming a nuisance. I have someone I would like you to speak with, cowboy.
Perfecto. Hey, what's you're one of my you're one of the arbiters of taste that I lean on in this world. Where do you think we're headed as a world? What's
Oh, I don't know. I have that feeling. So when you're driving around Los Angeles in the rain, don't you get that kind of, this is it, Ridley Scott was right, we're in Blade Runner now here in Los Angeles. I get the feeling we're at that weird burning Roman phase of Western culture. And here's one of the warning signs. How do you know when you're in burning Roman phase? When gladiator shows are really big on TV? Isn't that like a warning? Hello, McFly, warning sign, you know.
Good to see you again,
Good to
Ricky.
see you
Rick
too,
Overton,
pal.
folks. We'll be right back with a Tribe Called Quest after this. All right. Next week, Monday night, big one. We got the Violent Femmes here and comedian Kevin Meaney. Also next week we have Jacques and Ted Shackelford, musician Henry Rollins, favorite of mine, and Henry. And maybe we can get Henry to do a poem this time. A bit of a poet. We got to get him to do a reading this time.
Little Rod McCune.
I want to get into that coffee house, Larry Ferlinghetti thing, and Different Worlds, Jasmine Guy. Okay, Friday night, and that means Tom Baumgartner. Jokes from Tom. Sends us a lot of jokes.
Jokes from Tom, jokes from Tom. Tom Baumgartner! He's sending us jokes today.
All right.
Hey, Russia's having a hard time switching to capitalism. Instead of 2-for-1 sales, they're having 1-for-2 sales. 1 for the price of 2, and that's a good deal. Oh, yeah. Vodka's more than 4 times its regular price. And now would have been the time to invade Afghanistan. A lot of angry fighting men. Oh, yeah. Doesn't Boris Yeltsin look like W.C. Fields? Get out of here, communists. You bother me. Oh, yeah.
Jokes from Tom, jokes from Tom, jokes from Tom. Tom Baumgartner, sending us jokes today.
Yeah, nice political. Little. Goldie, you got to get that song together, babe. We're 4 weeks in, man. That bit's hanging by threads anyway. Let's work on the damn tune.
All right.
Okay. All right, now I told him he had tinnitus, so he won't be upset. Yeah, I just didn't want to hurt his feelings. But, so you can cover yours. Here with their hit, Can I Kick It? Tribe Called Quest. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, pace. Now, I'm going to say, can I kick it? I don't want everybody to say, yes, you can. And it's going to go like this. Band, can I kick it? Yes, you can. Can I kick it? Come on. Yes, you can. Can I kick it? Come on. Yes, you can. Can I kick it? Come on. Yes, you can. Can I kick it? Come on. Yes, you can. Can I kick it? Come on. Yes, you can. Can I kick it? Come on. Yes, you can. Well, I'm gonna go on. Can I kick it? To all the people who can quest like a tribe does. Before this, did you really know what live was? Comprehending to the track for its why, cuz get images on the tip of the vibe buzz. Rock and roll to the beat of the funk fuzz. Wipe your feet really good on the rhythm rug. If you feel the urge to freak, do the jitterbug. Come and spread your arms if you really need a hug. Afrocentric living is a big shrug. A life filled with fun, that's what I love. A lower plateau is what we're above. If you diss us, we won't even think of We'll nip for the dog and give a big shove. This rhythm really fits like a snug glove. Like a box of positives, it's a push, y'all. As the tribe flies high, say ho. Say ho, ho. Say do that stuff. That funky stuff. Can I kick it? Come on. 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 Well, I'm gonna go on. Can I kick it? To my tribe that flows in layers. Right now, Fife is upon sayer. At times, I'm a studio conveyor. Mr. Dinkins is New York's mayor. He'll be doing us a really big favor. Boy, this track really has a lot of flavor. When it comes to rhythms, Quest is your savior. Follow us for the funky behavior. Make a note on the rhythm we gave ya. Feel free, drop your pants, shake your hair, ya. Do you like the garments that we wear? Well, I instruct y'all to be the obeyer. A rhythm recipe that you'll savor. Doesn't matter if you're minor or major. Just the tribe of the game with a player. As you inhale like a pepper. Can I kick it? Come on. 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 A tribe called Quest in it all. We out. Chill. Tribe called Quest.
This portion of the Dennis Miller Show is brought to you by Pepto-Bismol. The one that coats is the only one you need.
Welcome back. Thank you. We literally had to whip a rubber hose on and beat the crowd to get that applause out of them.
We're bringing
I
in the
guess you've all
cow prods.
heard, big jammy party at my house this weekend. Get some Pizzy pajamas on.
And I'm baking s'mores.
And we'll watch Invasion of the Crab Monsters, and then get under the covers with a flashlight and play tent games. Okay, I'd like to thank my guest, Sharon Stone. Tribe Called Quest. The album is The Low End Theory. Rick Overton. Good night, teenagers. Bye-bye.
Los Angeles guests of the Dennis Miller Show stay at the St. James Club and Hotel.